What is a naturopath in 10 questions? Be the difference between what is real and what is not. Is a naturopath a healer? A naturopath is not a healer. He or she learns his or her trade with knowledge and rules for maintaining health, based on the teaching of vital hygiene provided in schools or universities. Theoretical training takes 3 to 5 years. After that, practical experience in the field and lifelong research provide a recognized competence. Is a naturopath a medical doctor? No, a naturopath advises on rules of hygiene and on our nature, but is not trained like a doctor who has learned to diagnose a disease precisely, or to prescribe drugs or surgical procedures from a surgeon. The naturopath advises clients, the doctor has patients. Does a naturopath use only herbal remedies? No, the naturopath has about a dozen techniques for giving the right advice. He's not an herbalist. Above all, he advises on a healthy diet, which is the basis of good health. When the food choices are right, digestion is good and the body doesn't exhaust itself dealing with toxin congestion. Is it expensive to follow a naturopath's advice? His fees are higher than those of a general practitioner. But this is a calculation for the present, not the future. A consultation with a naturopath lasts between an hour and a half, while a doctor only has 10 to 20 minutes. On average, you pay between 50 and 90 euros for a naturopath, depending on the country in which he or she works or how well known he or she is. That's why we created the Vita Naturalis application, with an average cost of 35 euros per year for the whole family. In this application, you'll find information to help you take charge of your health throughout your life, so you don't have to go to the doctor every month to get a prescription for diseases you could avoid. Then there's the cost of food supplements. Nor are they reimbursed. But a competent naturopath is able, through his or her lifestyle advice, to recommend only what is strictly necessary. Dietary rules, diets, fasting, hydrotherapy, physical exercise, breathing and relaxation techniques are the most effective and, in most cases, the only elements necessary to restore your health. But it also depends on your willingness to give priority to the effort of change rather than the illusory ease of miracle pills or drops. You can find all these techniques in the Vita Naturalis application. Does a naturopath have patients? As explained above, no. The consultee may consider himself a patient, the naturopath may consider the patient a patient, but on paper, not being a doctor but a counselor, he has clients. Should I stop taking a medical treatment to follow the advice of a naturopath? Absolutely not. Out of his hands. You need to talk to your doctor if you want to treat yourself using only natural methods. In any case, the naturopath should not encourage you to do so. It's your responsibility alone. Are all naturopaths vegetarians? Vegetarianism is a diet chosen by people who believe that animals should not be made to suffer or exploited for food. It's a personal life philosophy that's not part of the naturopathic lifestyle. Do naturopaths eat only raw food? Crudivorism is a diet that excludes cooking, but is not mandatory in naturopathy. There are cases where this diet is absolutely to be avoided, even though crudivorism is a diet that has the advantage of keeping all vitamins and enzymes intact for the benefit of our health. Does naturopathy exclude all pleasures? Naturopathy teaches us the elementary, natural rules that enable us to stay healthy or to have the energy we need to correct the illnesses we may contract, mainly through the innate process of self-healing. Naturopathy enables us to understand our own nature and physiological limits. Deviations are all the more tolerated if the rules of vital hygiene are understood and adopted as a habitual behavior. Can I consult a naturopath over the phone or use the Vita Naturalis app? Yes, because once again we're talking about advice, not auscultation, which should be carried out by a doctor. Don't forget to download the Vita Naturalis app, your natural health companion.